It is now time to explain to people just what's wrong with me. No, I'm just kidding. This is the Jimmy James Show. Welcome. Yay!
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jimmy James. A to the Z. Yes, you heard me right there. That's the new official title. So, I was kicking off season 3, and I'm like, look, I want to do something different. I'm going to just go a little bit, left field. I did first was Jimmy James Show, which is great. Still is the Jimmy James Show. Just the Jimmy James Show, A to Z. A to Z means I'm covering everything and anything. Basically, that's it on that. I don't know. I was kind of getting bored of seeing the same shit. Here's an update, though. I'm actually going to be doing not a live YouTube podcast. I'm actually doing this podcast, and then I'm going to upload it to YouTube. So I'm going to have a YouTube, on the podcast, blah, blah, blah. I was thinking about doing it live, and I'm going to be like, all right, there's a lot of shit that can happen live that I'm just not ready for. Technically speaking. But now, I can finally say I got a really good headset that I love. I prefer a headset over like a mic. I like to, when you do a podcast, you're gonna want to hear yourself, hear how yourself come. I'm sorry, hear how yourselves come out. See how I'm talking like, yeah, that's perfect. Plus, there's also going to be like skits in there. Like I said, I was talking about that on the Jimmy James, or was it Jimmy James XL? That was going to be one thing, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm going a whole different direction here. So I'm not doing Life and Beyond anymore. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm starting to kind of get out there, noticed, I guess. I'm getting a lot of people asking me, hey, would you be willing to do this, willing to do that? I'm not going to get into too much detail on that. I did tell you guys the other day on the part 1 of the XL episode, I was going to tell you about my day at the casino, which is Parks Casino. Yeah, I went there, had no intention of going to the casino. I was actually on my way to the store. I was going to go get milk, like just normal shit, creamer, milk. I got to get coffee, all that shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the casino. I mean, it's at Parks Casino. If anybody doesn't know, it's in PA, Philadelphia, the United States. There's a lot of listeners out there from different countries. It's Pennsylvania and Northeast Philadelphia. So I go up there, and I didn't have like an amount of money on me to spend. I didn't have like any idea. Like most people go to AC, Atlantic City, they go to casino. Like, I got $500, and I did all right. Like, I came in there, I started up with the wheel. Like, I was like, I'm staying away from the slots. I'll go play poker. I want to do Texas Hold'em. I'll kill these guys. I will kill them. They'll be mine. I'll be walking out with a lot of money. Okay. Yeah. So that didn't happen at all. I did go look into the poker room, and it was dead. Or there was a lot of locals in there, and I could tell these guys knew one another. And I was like, you know what? Not even gonna sit down with them. It was on a Tuesday. Was it Tuesday, Wednesday? I don't know. I had no idea. But I went in there, and I walked around, did a little thing. I was just kind of looking around, getting a feel for it. And every time I was thinking about taking a seat, I was like, nah, I'm good. I mean, the buy-ins are like 100. They go up. The blinds could go 1 to 300, and I don't have that kind of money. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go play the tables. Like, I played the one with the wheel on it. I think I put $5 down. It's like it has $1. Like, you put $1 down, you can win $1. You put $1 down, you can win $2, or up to 5 to 40, whatever. So I put $5 down on a 2, and right off the bat, I won what? 5 times 2 is 20. So no, it's 10. So anyway, then I did a 5 times on I did $5 on 5, I believe. right after that, and so boom, $50. I walked away with $80, pretty much. What was I gonna say? I mean, after it's all, because I put like I had dollar chips, and I put them not just on the 5. I put like $1 here, $1 there, and $1 on the 40. So anyway, I think I got $60 or $40 in chips, and I walked away with $80. So I walked away with a couple bucks. That was that. That was what, 30 minutes. So I'm getting to the story here. Like, I'm just kind of walking you through. Like, I don't go to the casinos that much, and I don't really go to play the slots. I mean, that's the last thing I do. And the reason why I did, I was thinking of my sister and my mom and my grandmother. That's all they used to do, was play the slots. So I went down, I sat and played the slots, and I did the penny machines, and just because they're a penny, like I have to max bet everything. I'm like, it's what was that, 400 and something, 460, $4.60 max bet, 460 max bet. So I think I won. I started with like $40. Now I still had like $80 in chips in my pocket, which I didn't touch. I figured I'm not touching that. So I won $100 off that. So then I was up even more, and then I won another $107. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm up like $240 at the time. I'm like, cool. I could just leave right now. I could be up $240 and spend an hour here. I didn't. And the reason why I didn't is basically because I didn't just get there to leave. I didn't give a shit about losing money. Honestly, for the first time, I was like, you know what? I'm 38. I don't care. There's another story coming to this. It has like kind of nothing to do with me, but Jesus Christ, how do you begin if you haven't gone to the casino, or if you're not around a casino? When you go in a casino, I mean, it's just there's so many things you're just spending. I'm putting a 20 in here and I'm putting a 20 in there. So like all the money I won, I just blew. It just blew by. Like I would win, put $20 in, and I would be max bet. I always was told, and like I was telling my sister and my grandmother, like, stop max betting, just play one row at like 10 lines. It's like 20 cents and enjoy yourself. I'm like, I know, but I want to win. I was pissed a little bit because I mean, I literally sat in one of the guy that came in. He was just coming in. He's like, one of the workers there, he's just getting in. It was like 12 o'clock at night at this point. I got there like 9:30 at night. He was telling me that these machines were new, and I'm like, all right, any luck on them yet? He's like, oh, not that I know of. I'm like, all right. He's shooting the shit with me for about 10 minutes, and I'm like, all right, cool. I start playing. I'm down $250. Now I'm down $250 after I already won like $220, $40, whatever the fuck it was. So I was like, this is like, now I'm at some 1:30 in the morning, and I'm kind of upset because in this casino, I mean, most casinos do this anyway, but they usually walk around with drinks like a beer, and I just wanted a rum and coke. I'm not a drinker. Anybody that knows me, I don't really drink, but I could drink, and it's like I don't mind getting a rum and coke or a beer or whatever the fuck. Just even a soda, a water, something. Not one time have I seen. One and two, it's the Jimmy James Show coming back at you literally 3 seconds later. If you left the show, you're a fucking dickhead. Anyway, so getting back to what I was saying, I don't like to run it more than 10 to 20 minutes on Dobie because the extraction is fucking ridiculous. What was I talking about though? That's the only problem. No, my listener support, for example, okay? I'm going to go to, okay, I'm here. Here I am now. Well, I'm to the fucking, no, I don't want that on there. All right, so let's go here. I know I'm going to get back to the wisdom and stuff. So, all right, let's go to like Spotify. Spotify is a perfect spot because Spotify and Anchor, they own the same. I'm getting my coffee, so while that loads up. You know, when you do Anchor, when you do anything Anchor, it goes right to Spotify. I don't know why, for me being, you know, a podcaster,
By the way, that dude's name was with Mark Maroon. I don't know why I didn't know that. Bill Burr, Mark Maroon. I don't really have a Joe Rogan, but I don't really. He's alright. Let's see. You got Bill rambles about New England Chinese food, cat shit, and childhood snacks. Blah 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 blah. So whatever. I like Bill Burr. He's funny as fuck. Okay. I didn't know if I even have. Well, I changed my Oh, by the way, it's the Jimmy James Show XL. Okay, I used to have Life and Beyond. You're gonna see why I'm going XL in a second, because I have more professional shit now. All right, so listener support is what I'm trying to get to. Okay, send a voice message in. You could do that, or support this podcast by going here. Okay, I'm loading it up. Honestly. It's 99 cents a month, or you can do this one time, okay? Or, okay, I want to see. Okay, I've been getting a lot of people listening. Actually, I'm about to break my record. My record was 173 listens in one day. I'm about to break it. June 9th or whatever the fuck it was. I got to start doing the analytics better, like, and get my computer. I need to get some more listener support. Okay, 99 cents a month or a one-time fee. So there's 99 cents, it's $4.99 or $9.99. I don't pick that. That's what Anchor chooses for you. Now, I don't have to have listener support on. I turn that on because I'm thinking like, okay, I'm not thinking it for money, but I'm thinking of like, okay, well, if I make, I don't know, like I cashed out, what I cashed out after like a couple months, I cashed out like $15. All right. I want to do half to what I'm doing so I can get better equipment, which that ain't shit. What the fuck is $7.50 or $8? I can't get none. I could probably get maybe a fucking pair of earbuds for $8. I want to do listener support where somebody's going to be like, you know what? I want to listen to this guy. Give me some material that I might not, be thinking about. That's why I like to go all over the place. That's why my show was the Jimmy James Show, Life and Beyond. I'm going bigger than I have before. Okay, I'm still going to do like Life and Beyond shit. I'm heating my coffee up. I'm at 45 seconds. I do about 1:30. I got people in a lot of countries. Okay, dude, throw that support in there. I don't say this normally, but fucking support me, man. It's 99 cents. People are on Twitch and they're like, check out my video game, man. This is fucking amazing. I need 10,000 subs and you'll get a free fucking game. And then you go on there and you're like, you're watching another person play a video game. And I'm like, alright, listen, if you don't have the game and you're interested in that game, and I'm not going to get off the subject, like anybody that knows me, I always get back on subject. I'll be going right back to that email, because this all ties into that. Okay, so long story short, on that one, support me so I can start getting a better equipment, so I can get some funny material up there. You guys might be like, alright dude, alright, he's kind of, he does some funny shit. I'm not trying to be funny right now. I'm not like going over here like, well, why those cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work. It's not like that kind of thing. You gotta be in the mood for it. That's why my podcast is all over the fucking place. That's why my first episode was the start of me. And I was like, you know what? I talked to a couple people. This was all for me. And I said, I left it up there because I wanted to show how I grew over a year and whatever, a couple months. I started in March or some shit last year. Hold on. I started in March or something last year. And I was like, you know what? I grew a lot just doing the podcast. I was like, sometimes I was funny. I was saying stupid shit. Sometimes I go back. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. And then I was like, I really don't give a fuck either way. I mean, like I used to say, you talk, I talk, you listen. So I don't give a fuck what you think. Whoa, that's trippy. I'm in the dark and my phone's doing like, oh my God, I probably need to sleep. So I'm going back up to my office. So anyway, if I'm talking, right, okay, now, just a foreclosure here or whatever, fuck, a spoiler alert. I've had a lot of people hit me up, okay? This is the mistake I made, okay? And I'm still fixing this mistake. I put the Jimmy James Show email, I fixed that, and I have that for support, okay? If you could support 99 cents a month, bro, I'm not saying, like, look, there's starving kids in Africa. Like, take care of those guys first. But what I'm saying is, I'm going to take half of that and I'm going to put, let's say at the end of the month I'm just fucking ballparking. It would be nice to have like $50 just for like a hobby jobby. I'm going to take 25 of that dollars, and I'm going to put it towards like autism or ADHD foundation so we could figure some other shit out. I found some other diseases that need to be really looked into, like fibromyalgia for the women out there. I did not know how tough you had it. Ladies, I know there's a lot of guys that have it, but ladies, you women, single women, don't matter what you are, you have it a lot tougher than I gave credit for, okay? So what I'm trying to get at, if you're going to support me for the right reason, not because, well, I find him really funny and I'll support him. That's great. If that works, that works. But if I want you to support me so we can make whatever this world a little bit better, to the point where I can sit there and say, wow, I made $50 just talking, $60, whatever. Hopefully it goes up. You know, I'm not a Bill Burr, I'm not a Mark Moron, or whatever the fuck his name is. I mean, his show is literally WTF, and I'm the Jimmy James Show XL. Like, I just changed it because I wanted to do something new for the new season. It's a lot of work to edit. And I do 99.9% of this shit on the phone. So I sit there and I edit, I add things in. Like, if you happen to hear, like, Just a Bad Day 2, lines and stuff wasn't really that good. And then there was Larry, Ronald, and Friends. That was, like, my other one. I really didn't do anything there. I just threw them together, was having fun messing around, okay? Whatever, I got something out there. And I said, you know, I'm going to plug in my, so I can get a little bit of a boost on my radio. Anyway, what was I going to say there? So if you support me, ladies, guys, whatever, support me for the right reasons, not because I'm asking you, but think about it. I will take half of this support. And like I said, if you could spare 99 cents a month, right, just for me, not only will I appreciate it and put half of it towards a cause, it's going to go towards a good cause, okay? It's not like I'm making millions of dollars. And even if I was, from doing this, like just fucking crazy shit, I mean, if I really wanted to put my mind to it, I could make probably a lot more money than I wanted to. I would just have to put my time into it. But I would still do the foundation. So, okay, get out your debit card, go on, click the fucking support, and support me. So here we go. Supporting this is what I have for my support page. Become a supporter. The Jimmy James Show, they just changed it. A podcast by Jimmy James, okay? Oh, wow. My eyes are going. Okay. Please, this is what I have down here. I haven't changed it since. Please help me with a listener support for only 99 cents a month. Okay? Now, like I said, there's options. I'll get to that in a second. For you to help me keep going and making episodes the best way I know how, and also the best way I can move forward. Thank you in this is capital letters, by the way, guys. I took the time out to fucking capitalize this shit. Like, the whole thank you. For your support, 100% much love. Once again, take care. This is my motto. I say it every time after I'm done. 99% of the time I'll say it. Take care. Once again, take care of one another and be safe. and love each other. Love each other for this one. I haven't really messed with it. So here you go. Your monthly, my monthly contribution. Me personally, I do like I could do whatever. I could do $9.99 and I just get the money back, but I gotta make it look good. Fucking goddamn mic. So that boosts me up a little bit so you guys can hear. You really don't need it though, because it's all about the mic. That's if I play a song or something, you know what I mean? Like, you guys could hear the song better, and I have, like, little tricks, too, and shit. And when you're a listener support, I'm not allowed to play music, you know, but there's loopholes. So, anyway, getting back to that, sorry about that. There's 0.99 cents a month, okay? Support me for 99 cents a month. I'm asking about this, okay? I'm trying to see if I can make this work, not just me, for this cause. There's $4.99 if you I don't know, have more than a little bit of a conscience, and then there's $9.99 for people who have money and a lot more of a conscience. I'm so fucked up. Anyway, this is, and then it says name, email, and then you put your card number in, month, year, CVC number, and then you support for, let's say, $4.99 a month. And then you can cancel. Once the $4.99 goes through, you can cancel and stop. When it's 99 cents, that's why I say 99 cents is fine. That's, if I can get 500 people doing, that's $500. I'm putting $250 of that. Okay, I want some money for my time, and I only want the money to get better equipment. Okay, you're putting a good cause in. Other podcasters out there, which is going to get back to my point of all this, is that they want to do what I do, or maybe what you do, okay? So, let's get back to that, alright? And like I said, this is become a supporter, please. You know, like, I don't want to take this down just so I could play freaking music. I really don't. I'm not... like, the only way you could play music and talk, and a lot of people do this, they don't have listener support up, they go through Patreon, which I do have Patreon. Okay, I actually gotta find out how to fucking, I gotta put that in there. So you could send me a voice message at the Jimmy James Show /message. Okay, that's at anchor.fm, or I'm sorry, that's at Anchor FM. It's right there on Spotify or whatever. And also there is the listener support. Okay, that's that over and done with. Alrighty, for example, let's say, okay, for Spotify, oh, and this is what I do, this is what I forgot to tell you about the support. Not only will you be supporting me, if you support me, which I will find out right away, I have like a couple supporters, like I got like a couple family members support, I will throw you out there, I'll shout you out. If you want, if you don't, if you want to be anonymous, or if you want your name out there, I'm still going to shout you out, but I shout you out, okay? But if you want something in particular, for example, for my buddy who followed me, and this is way back, my buddy Sean, he's like, dude, do me a favor, I'll follow you, I want you to throw out, God, what the name was the place, I should know this, it was a grill, something grill, and that instead I didn't get paid for that, but since he followed me, I threw out the grill place that he likes to eat at. You know, I still got to try that place. For Spotify, you got ad-free, premium. For premium is $9.99 a month for premium. Okay, I could get you guys in other ways. There's premium student, there's premium duo, family plan. Okay, I use Amazon. I used to like Anchor, but I went to Amazon. There's a lot of good thrillers out there that are podcasts, alright? So, out of all my podcasts, okay, I got, like I said, the Jimmy James Show XL, alright? I know that's not, like, really, like, a catchy name. You got Monday morning, okay, here's Bill Barr. He's famous, you know what I mean? Introducing anything better, ? Podcast with Bill Barr. Okay, that's I'm in the midst of changing my trailer, okay? Monday morning podcast, 8/2/22. Okay, I like that, how he kind of keeps his, I should have did it where the episodes were right there so you could see them. But I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be like episode 1, episode 2. Like every time I did a trailer or a, let's say, a bonus, I would put that in there because it should automatically come together regardless. Also, a couple good ones. I actually have a friend of mine. I got Sway be podcasting. He be podcasting.
So this is what happened. They came in guns fucking blazing. He said to me, yo, I'll shoot you in the fucking head, man. And I said, yo, that's pretty extreme, man. You already blew off half the dudes in here. And see, at this point, he took it as a sexual reference. Anyway, fucking dude just goes nuts, starts blowing everybody in hand job, one finger up the asshole. Things were getting crazy. All I know is I needed my knee pads and I was getting down.
Welcome, guys. What's up? It's Jimmy James, and you are now back with the best podcaster in the world. Let me try to begin to explain. You know what sucks? My refrigerator broke. Seriously, it did. I got a backup, so now I gotta go downstairs to get the creamer. I gotta go all the way down. It's like so many steps. The water's running. Refrigerator's broke. The water's running. Things happen in threes, but normally with me, things happen. What was I saying? The fuck was it? Overpouring the coffee. He was overpouring the coffee when he realized what a dickhead he was. Alright, so check this out. This is a private section. Whoops, dropped the coffee. Maybe, just maybe. Alright, this is me. This is so me. I got fucking 1, 2, 3 bottles of like water laying around, and they got so hot I can't. Oh fuck! I can't. What am I doing here? Oh my god! This is why I can't do a fucking podcast. I can't do a podcast. It's impossible. This is ADHD. I should do a fucking episode on this. I was telling Dwayne about this too. I'm like, all right. I've done these fucking, what do you call it? What are they called? Shows? No. I don't know what the fuck. I talk, you listen. But seriously, ADHD, it's been fucking with me bad. And, it caused a lot, not arguments, but a lot of disagreements with my buddy. And everybody knows my buddy on the podcasting, Suede, be podcasting, Dwayne. No, we don't argue or nothing. It's nothing like that. We're not like, are you guys talking? No, it's more like, let's... Alright, let's put it like this. If you don't have ADHD, you're not going to understand, or maybe you know somebody with it, okay? Here's the only thing that sucks about having, like, a medicine for it. For example, I take... Oh, shit. I take Adderall. Okay, I take about 7 to 10 milligrams a day in the beginning of the day. Now, in the beginning when I first started taking them, I was like fucking hyper. It felt weird, but it took the anxiety away. And anybody who knows,
when you just have anxiety, that is the worst. But when you have ADHD and all the fucking alphabet diseases on top of it, it's like even, it's 100 times worse. So 200%? You're telling me to? I'm like 201. No, it's bad. So like, all right, I'll give you an example. We're talking, and I'm telling him about these skits. I'm sure I'll throw one in this episode. No, I actually have to throw one in the episode, to tell you the truth. So I'm explaining it to him like that. It's the first skit was unintentional, meaning I didn't do. It was like 911, 911, which is still funny to me because I just did it on a voice changing app. Never thought I was going to put it in the podcast. Never, and I didn't think I was going to edit myself in later on. So that's how I was explaining to Dwayne. But for some reason, he didn't understand what I was trying to say to him. And I'm like, all right, well, just listen to it. So right away, I'm thinking he already understood what I was saying, and I just want him to listen to it so I can get his feedback on it. You know, maybe he could do one. And then I can add myself in, and then he, you know, vice versa. I'll do one, he can add himself in, and we'll just, you know, do something like funny between the both of us as a skit. That was it. I don't know. So I said that to him like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, it's a minute. He goes, well, why? What did he kept saying? He's like, so it's a skit. It's like skits. I'm like, it's not a skit. It wasn't a skit at the time. I said to him, I didn't set it up to be like, oh, this is what I was trying to do. I was trying to do this. I was trying to do that. But it doesn't matter if I was right or wrong. I was over-explaining everything to him like I'm doing to you now. It's like some people can get off topic very easily. I do, but the thing is I can remember what I'm talking about always. So like the first thing I said was, you know, goo goo gaga. And then, I have no fucking idea. I'll probably have to edit that. I'll edit that out. I need to get back to my roots of podcasting. Just trying to think what the fuck that was. I remember doing a show, The Start of Me, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I haven't heard it. It's not like, I honestly don't go back and listen to my shows like that. I do one time recently. I have been doing it. I think it's a good habit. I just go back and skim through it or whatever. Like I'll put it on like the Spotify on TV if I'm doing something on my phone, and I'm not really listening to it. But if I hear something that was like messed up, I'm like, oh shit, I go fix that or whatever. Because honestly, I'm not gonna listen to my podcast and then go back. Listen to it all, or do a podcast, go back and listen to it, and then fucking edit it. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not gonna name any names, and I'm not talking about this is nothing to do with Suede here. Like he needs to get his fucking podcast out there. He has a couple. I don't know what's taking him forever. I mean, you know. But anyway, there's people out there who do podcasts. They just don't publish them. It's a fucking vent. It's a vent. You can vent if you're out there and you're like, look, I want to get into podcasting and I want to publish it, okay? What's the best way to explain this? How do you talk to yourself, right? Okay? How do you talk to yourself out loud? On top of all this bullshit. Out loud. Talk to yourself out loud. Try to get, serious on some topics. Holy shit, I got way too many Gatorade bottles. Try to get yourself serious on topics. Like, you gotta get serious. Like, we're talking about ADHD. Well, I'm doing something where I want to do half of what my earnings go to me, half of my earnings go to, like, a foundation. Okay? But how do you talk to yourself starting a podcast? How do you do it? Do you even want to do it? Do you really want to sit there? I mean, anybody could buy a recorder or on their phone. Oh, fucking no sugar. God damn it. See what I'm dealing with? I got packets. We're good. We're okay. Anyway. Alright, so you're thinking to yourself, maybe you don't see a fucking psychiatrist. And even if you did, I think everybody talks to themselves all day, every day. I mean, your brain doesn't shut off until you even sleep, and then it barely shuts off. So I was like, fuck it.
I'm not really a big talker. It's not like I sit in my room and I sit there and I'm talking to the wall before there was podcast. Like before, why don't I just do a podcast? That's why I didn't do YouTube either. I don't like to be on the camera, even though I don't care. But I'll be honest with you. The first podcast or two, it was weird. It was fucking weird. It felt like I had to do way more than I was actually doing. And then you got to keep people interested. Okay, now if I'm just going to sit here and blabber on and be like, well, yesterday it snowed. And then, like, the carburetor went, and then they had to fix that. Guy down the street, Bob, was saying some shit again. You know that story. Same old, same old. Then, I got an erection that lasted 4 hours. I don't know what that was about. Like, I don't know. It's funny, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to want to listen to that. Are you? Really? You got to be fucking nuts. You got to be fucking nuts to even be remotely good at talking nonstop. You got to be fast with it. If somebody says something, you got to be fast back with it. You don't have to. Oh my god, I almost put the creamer right back into the fucking refrigerator. The retard keeps moving forward. You just got to be fast with it. And it's not just about being in front of somebody on a podcast. I could talk fast. I could slow it down. You know, by the way, I did say that in one of my other podcasts. Like, that was something I was thinking off the top of my head. I'm like, honestly, if you feel like I'm talking too fast for you, there is a fucking button on, like, every platform that I'm on. You can literally slow me down, like, 25% or whatever the fuck the percentages is. It's funny as fuck. One time I did a podcast, like I'm doing now, but way worse. And I slowed myself down. I'm like, wow, I actually sound like a normal human being. There's nothing like coffee at 5 a.m. It's like cracker. It's like crack or heroin. I don't know. I've never tried them too, but I'm definitely going to ask a crackhead or heroin. These questions have to be asked. So I just did an upload. Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen Facebook, like I give a fuck about Facebook. I did a 10-minute video of Facebook, and I was trying to explain that, like, I'll be doing, I'm over 10 minutes on this Dobie on, and I'm feeling extracting it for 20 years, so. Anyway, I was doing Facebook, and I was trying to explain that I'm going to be doing YouTube live. Not live, I'm sorry. I'm going to do a podcast, and then I'm going to upload it. You know, because I don't feel like fucking around with a live thing. I'm not going to do it. I'll do it once in a while. But anyway, I'm going to get back to you guys. That was pretty much my 10 minutes of bullshitting around. Whatever I didn't get on, I talked about the fucking casino or whatever. But I want to get some of those skits for you again. I might have a couple funny ones. I don't know yet. I honestly don't know until I'm done them. It's like until like they're done. I gotta edit it all out, and then I decide like, all right, these are pretty good. That's ice dropping, cause I get coffee and then I get water. Fucking ice cubes all over the place. I could have hit the stop button, but I'm like, fuck it. They're gonna have to wait. I'm just thinking like some kid in like Ethiopia or Africa. Just listen to this, be like, that fucker has to go down the basement to get ice, and he's complaining. I gotta walk 10 miles with a bucket on my head to get like 2 cups of water. Shut the fuck up. Stop your bitching. Anyway, I'm like, why do they gotta carry it on their head? I don't know. That's just me though. I could just ramble on about shit like that. I'm gonna pick subjects out. That's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing. I just decided right now. No, seriously, I'm doing like more of a subject type of podcast. It's not going to be rambling on. It's not going to be talking about everything and anything anymore. I got to fix... Oh my god, this fucking refrigerator. I'm not going to be talking about everything and anything anymore. Like, it's not going to be like one thing and then another and then like all over the place. But I kind of feel like I wouldn't be doing anybody justice if I didn't do that a little bit. I feel like I got to do that a little bit. Alright, why would you put water in a fucking refrigerator if it's broke?
Holy shit. Fucking kid from me, he better start walking. I actually would. You know what's funny? People ordering water from Amazon. That's a funny thought. Yeah, I was getting a sip of my coffee and I don't know. Yeah, water from Amazon. Weird noises in your house at like 5 in the morning. Alright guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I got some of this out of there, so I'm gonna export, or whatever the fuck you call it. I'm actually gonna take a break. Like a real break, but I've been at it since I got up with the new laptop. So I'm actually gonna sit down, chill out, and I got their skits coming up later on, so after this commercial, which is going to be a new commercial, I think, and a new trailer's coming out, and I don't know if I'm keeping it Jimmy James A to Z, the Jimmy James Show A to Z. I guess we'll find out, you and me. Alrighty guys, take care, and like always, go fuck yourself. No, take care of yourself and one another, and then go fuck yourself. Peace out.
You know what I want to know? Who was the guy who decided to get a whole bunch of rubber bands and make like one giant bowl?
Yay! And that's the end, guys. Sorry, I didn't get into everything with the casino. I was running like so behind, and like I said, if you haven't done podcasts before, it's tough. There's a lot of editing, a lot of things you want to put together. I did already made Monday's podcast, but I wasn't supposed to make it until Monday, but I did it today so I could sit down and relax for the rest of the night. Well, anyway, like always, take care of yourselves and one another. This is Jimmy James out.